I'm able to talk to my family. They're real easy to talk to, and they know what makes me, smile, what makes me sad. They're just people that I can put anything into and they won't tell nobody. They're just there for me. We are teen advisors. We inform teens about how to have safe sex and how to make sure that they don't get any type of disease, So now we're doing tobacco prevention, and so, I do all those little fairs. I do Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Fiesta, and I be volunteering all over, and that's what we do now.
When people are in trouble, they always come to me for help, for advice.
I believe we were on vacation, and we were discussing the possibility of purchasing a timeshare, and we were all kind of around the round table, and usually when it comes to money, that's kind of mom and dad's job, and really my sister and I really have no say in it. But when all eyes got pointed to my sister and I, we were actually able to voice our opinion and say yay or nay. That was kind of cool, and it made us feel like we were really a part of the family and decisions that go on. As much as the community has done for us, it's expected that we come back and give back. Because if it weren't for them, then we probably wouldn't be who we are. And so my parents have always stressed that the need to each one to help the other.
To me, it doesn't really matter, but people all go to parties or something like that, and I don't go. Or like my friends sometimes will want to, they're like, well, everyone else is doing this, like why don't you just want to try and drink, or don't you just want to try it because everyone else does it? And it's like, not really, because like I can be a fun person without getting involved in that kind of thing.
Like with having a girlfriend, you sometimes go away from partying a lot and stuff just because like at parties there's all this temptation to, do drugs, drink, have sex. But like when I have a girlfriend, maybe I'm at home watching a movie or something. Being in a sport, like you have a certain commitment to your team and your friends, and like they have it with me too. I mean, they were just like, I've been playing with some kids since I was like 10 or 11. Like we have like a bond with each other. I mean, I travel a lot through soccer, and like I've been to third world countries. I've been to like Europe, like really awesome areas in Europe. And just like seeing like the difference between cultures is really also like, it's really impacted my life. People who aren't athletes, I mean, they can do it too. I mean, it's not saying you have to play sports. I mean, you can get into some like club or extracurricular or something, but I believe that you need something else than just academics. I mean, to stay on the right path.
If we got up in the morning, we went to Sunday school and church service. That just was a daily thing that we did on a Sunday. Whoever lived in my house, no sleeping in. Sunday, the whole household is going to church, So I would get her like that, and she had gotten into mood. Yeah, I want to go to church. We're going to church today. Yeah, Sunday, of course.
Probably because I went so much, you might as well. Might as well do something while you're there. I've been going since I was 2, so to the same exact church, so might as well. That's why I'm coming for a reason, so can't just sit here for the rest of my life and just not talk to nobody or none of that. I kind of wanted to do that in school, but it was kind of boring. It really wasn't nothing that, really caught my eye. I tried basketball, but they was doing too much.
Well, I do think Jessica is she's responsible. As I look back as when she was growing up, she always wanted to do it herself. Let me, I can do it. No, don't And I would always kind of like let her see what would she do. And as she grown up, she still took that responsibility of let me do this, let me try it on my own, and see if I can do it before you help me do it,
She encourages me a lot. And when nobody believes in me, nobody thinks I can do it, she's always one to tell me, oh, you can do it.
Because I know she wants me to get somewhere in life. She doesn't want me to be, somewhere on the streets or something, wishing like I regret that I didn't do that. So I know that it's all for the good.
Like, I've always felt like I have a lot of self-confidence, and I give a lot of credit to my parents. So they were like, you know, we feel like, you know, you are very wise about like decisions you make. Like, my mom Nancy will often like say to me, I like that if there's a big situation that comes up for you, you don't just right away make a decision. You think about it, and then, you know, you say, this is what I want to do.
When sometimes I would forget who I was or the direction I wanted to go, she reminded me of who I was and where I'm trying to get to in life.
By knowing that they're different, that's what I think helped me the most, and respecting them for the way that they are.
Sometimes she discouraged me, but in the end, it was like encouragement, like, you can do it. I know I better be at the graduation. It's kind of like strict, but not really. Like, I'll be at that graduation.
She's never said, oh, you're so good at this, but I'm really not. And then I try and do it and I'm like failing and I don't understand what's going on because my mom says I'm great at it. But it's not like she's so truthful that it hurts, you know. It's more like a understanding kind of thing. Like, okay, I get that maybe you're not the best at track, but you're awesome for going out there and doing it and things like that.
Every day I say, you know, you earned this. This isn't something that we're just giving you because we feel you're the right age. It's you've earned this. You've proven that you can handle it. I always tell them, you have one job. That's it, just one job. That's get your schoolwork done and be a decent human being. That's your only job. Other than that, you know, everything else is kind of small stuff, whether it's a messy room or whether it's arguing or fighting. I mean, we just don't make that big of a deal of it. And it works real well. I mean, it works real well. If you don't make a big deal out of it, it never turns into a big deal. And I can remember when you guys were real little, and I used to make a big deal out of things, and it never went anywhere positive, so they helped me make a change out of it.
You know, the one thing I do carry with me that was actually advice from my father, if you can make your kids feel empowered enough to be able to want to make the right decisions so that they feel proud enough to be a part of the family, then you really don't need to discipline that much. It becomes a feeling of, I want to do what's right because I want to be a part of this family.